Today I will take up regarding the imagination. What do you call imagination? What is the imagination? What is imagination? Okay. Okay, imagination is also called as in-pushing. What do you call in-pushing? This in-pushing is called as the imagination. Which cells undergo imagination? Macromeres undergo imagination. After imagination, or the imaginated cells are called as endoderm. This is very important. Imagination is nothing but a kind of inaugural function. For example, you take in our college, after admission is over, the next step is called inaugural function. Inaugural function is meant for in our college, all the activities or begins when after the inaugural function. Imagination is nothing but a kind of inaugural function. Okay, now here, during imagination or in pushing, now here on one side, dorsal side, there is a gray color and crescentic shape, crescent shape. Grey color with crescent, that is called grey crescent area. There is a question is there. What is grey crescent? What is grey crescent? Now here before fertilization, the egg can be considered as a kind of dead cell. No activities at all. No activities. Just like that. The activities or activation begins only after fertilization. Number of changes takes place in the cytoplasm. The activation of the egg begins only after fertilization, not before the fertilization. Once the sperm enter inside the egg, for example, this side, the sperm entering inside the egg. Opposite side, just opposite side, the entry of sperm, we can find a grey color with crescent. That is called grey crescent. So, what is the significance of grey crescent? My dear student, it is very important. It performs two functions. Perform two functions. One is called organizer. There is a topic is there in embryology. Organizer. Organizer means to organizing neighboring cells for normal development. Organization is very important. It is act like an organizer. Okay, now here, with the help of the fine needle, just remove this grey crescent. This is no development at all. Development is completely stopped. No formation of embryo. So in the beginning stage, after fertilization, there is an organizer. That organizer is called grey crescent. Okay? Grey crescent is act like an organizer for the normal development of embryo, without which no question of embryo. So what is the second significance or function? It shows the future dorsal side of the embryo. One is called the dorsal side of the embryo, and second one is act like an organizer. There is a question. What is grey crescent? Okay, now here, just below the grey crescent, or we can say at the junction of macromeres and micromeres. there is a formation of a kind of group. What is called? A kind of group. And this group representing as a blastoporal group. Just below the gray crescent, there is a formation of a kind of construction furrow. That is called as the blastoporal group. Later or in future, that blastoporal group develop into blastopore. Okay, because of the imagination of the macromeres. The blastopore is formed by the imagination of what is called as the macromeres. Afterwards, the imaginated cells develop into what is called as the endoderm. Okay. Now here, okay. Now, just below the gray crescent, there is a formation of what is called transverse group. This is the first diagram. This is the front view. This is called front view. I will show the lateral view. This is called the lateral view. Okay, this is called the transverse group. This is the first step. And this group exhibiting different shape. Please note down. This blastoporal group exhibiting different shape. Number one is transverse group. The second one is called crescentic. The third one is called semicircular. The next one is called as horseshoe shape. The fifth one is called ring-like structure is called blastopore. That means you have to write 5 diagrams. Back I will write only 2 diagrams. You have to take the diagram, 5 diagrams. So you have to write 5 diagrams because this group exhibiting different shape. One is called transverse group for one diagram. Second diagram, crescentic, second diagram. Third diagram is semicircular. And fourth diagram is horseshoe shape. And fifth diagram is ring-like structure, that is called blastopore. Okay, now here this is the first diagram. This is called the first diagram. Okay, now here in the same picture I will draw the second diagram. Now here this transverse groove, because of the growing of the transverse groove, the both ends gradually growing, it transforms into what is called crescentic. This is called as the crescent. Similarly, here, this is called the crescent. This is the second diagram. The transverse groove converted or with growing transform into the next shape, that is called as the crescentic. Not a great crescentic, it is a crescentic shape. This is second diagram. This is the second. In the third diagram, you have to write different diagram. Okay? In third diagram, that crescentic transform into what you call semicircle. What you call semicircle. Semicircle. The third diagram is the blastoporal group exhibiting what is called semicircle. You have to write third diagram. With further growth, the semicircular is transformed into horseshoe shape. We can show the the presence of the what is called endoderms here. What is called the endoderm. Okay? The fourth shape is called horseshoe shape. This is called the horseshoe shape. That's the fourth diagram. The fifth diagram with further growth, the both ends are gradually growing towards each other. And finally, the both ends growing towards each other and finally fuse together to form ring-like structure. And this ring-like structure is called as blastopore. This ring-like structure is called blastopore. Sir, on dorsal side, because this groove, blastoporal groove, they are gradually deeper and deeper inside the embryo to form a kind of pocket, and this pocket is called architraum. This pocket is called as the architraum, and that opening is called the blastopore. Now here, this blastopore having 4 ridges. This having 4 ridges. This ridges is very important. The blastopore having 4 ridges. Dorsal side, ventral side, lateral side. The dorsal ridge is called dorsal lip. It is also act like a organizer. Without dorsal lip, there is no question of growth of the embryo. The first one is Gray crescent, organizer. The second one is called dorsal lip. They are made certain experiment. Okay, dorsal lip. Ventral side, there is one more ridge that is called ventral lip. Lateral side having 2 ridges. That is called lateral lips. Now here, the gas tissue, we can easily understand those cells are involuting over the dorsal lip. They form the notochord. That's simple. Those cells are involuting over the ventral lip and lateral lips. They form mesoderm. So easy gastrification. Those cells are involuting means rolling of cells from outside to inside. That is called involution. Those cells are involuting over the dorsal lip, they form the notochord. Those cells are involuting over the lateral lips and ventral lip, they form the mesoderm. That's all. Whereas endoderm, by the formation of invagination. So macromeres undergo invagination. After invagination, they form the endoderm as well as the formation of the blastopore. Now here, there is a question: is what is yolk plug? What is called yolk plug? It is called yolk plug. Now here, some of the endodermal cells, they are projecting outside through the blastopore in the form of plug. That plug is called yolk. When the embryo having yolk plug is called as yolk plug stage. That's all. What is a yolk plug? Some of the macromeres or endoderm, they are projecting outside through the blastopore in the form of plug, or we can explain it. Some of the macromeres or endoderm gathering around the blastopore in the form of plug. That plug is called yolk plug. The embryo with yolk plug is called as yolk plug stage. Sir, what is the feature of this yolk plug? In future, it develops into outlet of alimentary canal, that is called cloaca. That is called as the cloaca. That's the significance of yolk plaque. Okay? Blastophore is in the form of ringless structure having 4 lips, dorsal lip, lateral lips and ventral lip. What is the yolk plaque? Some of the macromeres or endoderm, they are gathering around the blastophore in the form of plaque, that is called yolk plaque. What is the significance here? It shows the outlet of the alimentary canal, or it forms the cloaca in case of amphibians, anus in case of mammals. Okay, my dear students, the next process, what is called as the involution. What you call involution. I will make 2 categories. Involution of precaudal cells or plate. The second one is called the mesoderm. Mesodermal cells. Mesodermal cells. So invagination is meant for formation of the blastophore. Which cells undergo invagination? Macromeres. After invagination, that macromeres develop into what is called endoderm. Invagination is also called inpushing. What is called the inpushing? The inpushing of the cells. The next step under the emboli, that is called the involution. Involution means the rolling of the cells from outside to inside. The cells are rolling from outside to inside the embryo. That is called involution. My dear friend, I will tell you, you take epiboli, emboli, both process or takes place simultaneously, not one after the other. For the convenient, I will tell you one by one. That's all. All the process, invagination, involution, epiboli, all the 3 processes or takes place simultaneously, not one after the other. Okay, first I will take involution of precaudal cells. Before the gastrulation, this is very important. Before the gastrulation, I mean in the fate map, the cells are present outside the embryo, outer surface of the embryo. For example, you take, this is called the precaudal cells. The next one is called the notocaudal cells. This is called the neuroectoderm. This is called epidermal ectoderm. This color indicates what is called the mesoderm. All the cells are present outside the embryo, not inside. Okay. Now, you have to observe carefully regarding diagram. Otherwise, it will become confusion. Okay. Now here. Please note down precaudal plate, notocaudal plate or notocaudal cells, neuroectoderm, epidermal ectoderm. This is called the mesodermal cells. This cavity is called blastocele. Please label it blastocele, and this is called the endoderms. Label it. This is a vertical section of the embryo. Before the involution, the cells are present outer surface of the embryo. During involution, the precaudal cells almost reaching what is called the dorsal lip. Similarly, mesodermal cells also reaching the ventral lip and the lateral lip. Okay, now here during the involution of precaudal cells, the precaudal cells involuting over the, what you call that, dorsal lip, involuting over the dorsal lip. Okay, similarly, the mesodermal cells also, here it is present here, is also involuting over the ventral lip and lateral lips. Okay, it is followed by which cells? Notochord. The next one is called the neurovetular. Okay, this is called the neurovetular, and this one is called as the, what is called the notochord. So the precaudal plate is followed by the notochordal cells. The precaudal plate or cells involuting over the dorsal lip and moving the roof of the architraum. What do you call the roof of the architraum? Okay, the first diagram showing the cells are present, the surface of the embryo. In the second diagram, during involution, the precaudal plate involuting over the, what you call as, over the dorsal lip and moving along they are moving forward. They are moving forward inside the embryo along the roof of the architraum. Please, along the roof of the architraum. Okay. Now here the next diagram. The next diagram here. Okay, the second diagram. See that the movement of the precaudal split followed by the, what is called the notochordal cells. At the same time, on ventral side and what is called the lateral side, that mesoderma also moving inside till afterwards. Only just concentrated what is called the precaudal. So in the first diagram, the precaudal plate or cells involuting over the dorsal lip and moving forward along the roof of the architraum. Still they are moving inside. It is followed by what is called the notochordal cells. In the fourth diagram, here, this is called as precaudal cells. The next one is called as notochordal cells. Notochordal cells. The next one is called the neuroectoderm. What is called the neuroectoderm? Here this is called as the mesoderm. This is called the mesoderm. Okay, now here in the fourth diagram, that precaudal plate almost the movement is completed. It is present where? On the roof of the architrauma. Okay, roof of the architrauma. Now here inside the precaudal plate and notochordal cells, they are united together to form mid-dorsal strip. So the mid-dorsal strip present on the roof of the architrauma. So what is this small cavity? That small cavity indicates disappearance of the blastocele. Because there is a formation of a new cavity. That new cavity is called architraum. This is, see that the size of the blastocele gradually decreases because of the encroachment. The architrams gradually increase the size inside the embryo. As a result, the blastocele gradually disappears. This shows the blastocele gradually disappear because of the formation of architraum. There is what we call encroachment. So in the fourth diagram, the what we call the notochord as well as the precaudal plate, they are united together to form mid-dorsal strip on the roof of the architraum. Okay, on the roof of the architraum having which cells? Mid-dorsal strip of what we call the precaudal plate as well as the notochordal cells. Okay, the next one is step is involution of the mesodermal cells. Okay, now in the first diagram, the mesodermal cells present the outer surface of the embryo before gastrulation. During gastrulation, these mesodermal cells involuting over the lateral lips and ventral lip. This is very important. Those cells are involuting over the lateral lips and ventral lip. They form the mesoderm. In the first diagram, that mesodermal cells, they are penetrating between the endoderm and ectoderm in the form of sheet. In the next diagram, they are moving inside. They are penetrating inside between the endoderm as well as the what is called the ectoderm. They are moving forward inside from anterior to the posterior side. Sorry, from posterior to the anterior side. They are moving forward from posterior side to the anterior side. Finally, these mesodermal cells, they are moving in the form of a kind of sheet on dorsal side. These mesodermal cells contact with the notochord, that is called as chorda mesoderm. On dorsal side, the mesodermal cells closely contact with the notochord and form a structure called as chorda mesoderm. That is very important. What is a chorda mesoderm? It is a combination of the mesoderm and ectoderm on dorsal side. Now here, these mesodermal cells, cannot reaching the tip, the anterior end. Because this end is forms the what is called the mouth, and this end is forms what is called the cloaca. This is called the posterior side, and this is called the anterior side. Here these mesodermal cells, they are forwarding inside the embryo from posterior to the anterior side. It does not reach in the tip of the anterior side, because the tip of the anterior side there is a formation of the mouth. That is why in our case, the mouth having only two layers, what you call ectoderm and endoderm, no mesoderm. No mesoderm. Because this mesoderm does not reach in the extreme anterior end of the embryo. What is the called of mesoderm? On dorsal side, the mesodermal cells and notochordal cells, they are fused together. They are closely contact to each other to form cordon mesoderm. So what is the position of the blastocele? Gradually disappear because of the encroachment of a new cavity. That new cavity during gastrulation is called archenteron. Please label it. So that is where in textbook they are giving direction. This is called the direction. And inside they are given direction like this from the blastopore. Because during gastrulation, precaudal plate, they are reaching the dorsal lip of the blastophore and involuting over the dorsal lip and moving inside. And similarly, mesodermal cells also reaching dorsal lateral lips and ventral lip and involuting over through the blastophore inside. They form the mesoderm. Now here there is a question, so what is a convergency and divergency? Convergency means before the gastrulation the cells are present outer surface of the embryo. During gastrulation, the cells from different direction, my dear friend, note it, the cells from different area, different region, they are moving to particular one point. That point is called blastopore. When all these cells from different direction moving a single point, the single point is called blastophore. That is called convergency. What do you call convergence? Convergence means when all the cells are from different direction converging one point, that point is called as the blastophore. That is called convergence. Two more. Divergency, when the cells are reaching the blastophore, from the blastophore they are moving different direction inside the embryo. For example, you take precaudal cells moving in one direction and mesodermal cells are moving another direction inside the embryo. They are diverging. Convergency, when all these cells are moving a single point, that is called blastopore, is called convergency. Divergency, from the blastopore, the cells are diverging different direction inside the embryo. It's called divergence. Just like a KSRTC stand, bus stand. So in the bus stand have two gates, the entry and exit. When all the buses from the different direction, different end, they are moving into a single point, that is called entry point. Inside the bus stand, they are moving outside to the what is called exit. They are moving different direction. That is called convergency and divergency. This is a question for you. What is a convergency and divergency? The last one is what is called epiboly. Epiboly is meant for the formation of the ectoderm. How it will forms? Now here micromeres present at the animal pole, the cells are very small, and that movement is faster than the macromeres. The division is faster than macromeres. So now here, after the repeated mitotic division, the cells are increasing in the animal pore. They are moving in the form of a layer of a kind of layer over the embryo toward the vegetal pole. Just like a mastabic shaker. ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು ಶ್ರವಣ ಬೆಳಗೋದಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಶ್ರವಣ ಬೆಳಗೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನತ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಕುಂಕುಮ ನೀರು ಅರಿಶಿನ ನೀರು ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ಪಾದ ತನಕ ಒಂದು ಲೇಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಲೇಯರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Okay, now here the micromeres at the animal pole undergo rapid division and increase the cells, and that cells are moving from animal pole to the vegetal pole in the form of layer, and that layer is called the ectoderm. That is the end of the story regarding epiboly. Epiboly is only meant for the formation of ectoderm. Thank you, my dear student. I will continue the next class regarding gastrula, notogenesis and neurogenesis.